Hello, I'm here. It's an exciting night. We're going to do some preparation for the Ash Guide. We are going to be figuring out what we need to record, maybe recording some of it, but playing some Ash over the next 3 days to kind of get a handle on Ash, what he can do, what he's good at, what the different kind of play styles he has. I'll pray and then we'll get started. Dear God, thank you for the privilege of being able to stream tonight. Please help me make the stream a fun and positive one. Help me make it a stream that's full of love, and help me act in a way that glorifies you. Okay. So, again, streaming to both YouTube and Twitch tonight. If the stream is weird or if there's a crazy delay between when you send a message and when I respond, that's because I'm still working out all of the restream stuff. But let's switch over to the game. As you can see, I've got Ash here ready to go. And I've got a notebook here. I don't have my phone set up for cat cam yet, so I'll need to do that at some point. Maybe I'll do that later in the stream. But I've got some notes here about what I'm going to do for the guide. So I think I'm going to transfer that across to Notepad. Maybe I'll swap over and do that now. And then we'll flesh out not just what I want to do for the guide, but also what I'm going to need to do to make the guide happen, as far as the things we're going to need to play, if there's any mods or things that we need to collect that I haven't got yet, what things we need to record, etc. So let me open up a notepad. Start a new file. We'll switch over to desktop view. Okay, here we go. Can we zoom in on this? Can I do like Control Plus or something? Control mouse wheel. Maybe Control Plus on here. Oh yeah, I can do Control Plus at the top rather than the numpad on the number row above the normal keys. Okay, so we've got Warframe Ultimate Frame Guide structure. Okay, good start. So what I want to do is, and I might get Twitch up just to see. No, it's okay. The restreaming thing is a bit weird, so I apologize in advance if I keep checking how that's going. What I want to do with this guide is have, like the other videos on my YouTube channel, I want it to be no nonsense, just the information that is useful without any of the fluff. I don't want to spend 3 minutes introducing who I am and doing channel updates and all of that. I even have my pet peeve is when people say, without further ado, let's get into the video. Like, you can just get into the video without saying that. So I'm going to plan everything first so that I don't waffle. I don't know if I'll script everything exactly. We might script some important parts like the kind of frame summaries, but we'll get to that in a minute. So this is what I've got so far that I did some jotting down of thoughts while I was away on holidays. This is what I got. So a guide summary. My the boom arm on my mic kind of stopped working properly, so it's kind of falling down on my keyboard. So I apologize in advance if my typing is especially bad tonight. You guys who are regulars will know that my typing is bad, especially because of my Parkinson's, and my hand is a bit shaky today. I don't know if you can see it off camera. Okay, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so the guide summary. The guide summary, we're going to explain what to expect in the guide in a couple of seconds. Okay, so that's going to be so people know what to expect. They can find out straight away at the start of the guide what's going on. And we're going to mention guide structure so they know they can jump around. So viewers know they can go directly to the sections they are interested in. Is it Alt-Z to do word wrap? No, it is really not. Escape. What's word wrap? View. It is Alt-Z. It must be, Alt-Z must be bound to some NVIDIA thing as well. Okay. Explain what's on blah, blah, blah. Oops. So the viewers know they can go directly to the sections they're interested in. Okay. Maybe we should number these for easy reference later. Okay. So second up we have frame frame intro and playstyle summary. For example, something like, in this guide, we will be looking at everything to do with Ash. Ash is a, can't remember what Firefall said the other night, something along the lines of Ash is a versatile frame that is a special, that excels. This is just an example. Excels at single target damage. Ash is a stealth themed. Is a versatile stealth themed frame that excels at single target damage. You might, should I say something like, I'm thinking I should say something like, you might enjoy Ash if, hang on, let me, again, just checking that everything's going all right here. Where are we? Yeah, still looking all right. Okay. We're going to say something like, in this guide, we'll be looking at everything to do with Ash. Ash is a versatile stealth-themed frame that excels at single target damage. His ability to vanish and appear behind targets makes him an excellent choice for people who love the sneaky assassin archetype. Something like that. Work in progress. And then we're going to get into the lore. Explain both the in-game and IRL, both the in-game lore and the real-world sources of inspiration, etc. For example, the Ash frame was an Orokin was part of the, I'll need to double check this, Orokin Assassins Guild, but showed, spoiler alert, but showed remorse. Remorse is not the right word. Compassion in reuniting a family. Rather than enforcing guild rules. His design draws heavily from Japanese feudal history, etc., something like that. Hey, Innovation, I don't have any sound effects or anything turned on, so I'm sorry. I don't know how long you've been there for, but welcome along. We're working on Ash this week. We're going to be making the ultimate Ash guide, and this is going to be kind of our structure. So I'm just putting it into writing so that we can use this as a basis. Ash is going to be our first victim. So we're going to do a guide summary, talk about the frame and their playstyle briefly. We'll say brief here. And I'm certainly open to suggestions and critiques. Let me know if you think there's anything that I've missed or that I could do better. Okay. Once we've done the lore, then we get into acquisition / prime status. Okay, so we're going to explain. Okay, we're going to mention whether or not there is a prime version of the frame and mention vault status. We probably should do something like we should probably say to look in the description for an up to date status. So that way, whenever someone comes to the guide, they can just look down in the description, and anytime the vault rotation happens, I can just go through the guides and update the relevant ones to say, hey, this is vaulted or unvaulted. And then, importantly, go into detail about how to acquire the frame. Okay, I'll be right back. Hang on a second. Just got to say good night to my kids. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Well, I am back. Okay, so this is going to be an important section. Go into detail about how to acquire the frame. For example, what's a good example of this? Like Equinox collect all 11 billion parts from Tyrregor. Or what's a proper example? Something like Gauss parts collected from disruption missions. Evara parts from missions, etc. Okay, so we want to go into detail, and then we also want to give tips. For example, the best mission for foo, best mission for collecting parts is X because Y, and so on. So we want people to be able to go to the mission, say, hey, how do I get ash? They see this guide, they say, like, they have an intro that says this will show you how to get ash, and how I should put that in the intro. We'll get to that in a minute. But they should be able to come to the guide, say, the way that you get ash is going to be at kind of this part of the kind of, where's the thing? Like down here in the kind of scene selector or whatever it's called. I'll have to look up the correct terminology. But people should be able to come here and say, okay, I want to know how to get ash. I'll go to this part of the video. It will explain how I can do it and what's the best way of doing it. Like the fastest disruption mission is this one because there's no ancient disruptors or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And then once we've given tips on how to acquire it, timestamps. Yeah. So, and then because we want people to be able to come to this guide and go, okay, I'm after. Also, let's try to fix this a little bit crooked. That's slightly better. Not much. Yeah, we want people to be able to come to the video and get anything they want to know about ash, whether it's how do I get ash? Is there a prime version of ash? How do I get the prime version? Is it vaulted or whatever? What are the best builds for ash? What are, some good fashion frame tips for ash, etc. Okay, so after we've talked about how to get ash, then we're going to talk about play style in detail. So this is going to be another big part of the guide where we're going to talk about what is the frame especially good at, what are they not good at, what does it feel like to play the frame? Like, is it a sneaky frame like Evara or Ash? Is it an in-your-face frame like Atlas where you punch people? Is it a highly technical frame where all of the abilities have synergies between each other like Harrow or someone else? Is it a really hard to kill frame like Inaros or Wukong or something like that? So those sorts of things. We could maybe even do... Yeah, no, I think that's good. So we go, what's it good at? What's it bad at? What does it feel like to play the frame? And then I'm not sure if we should split this into different sections or if we should just merge this all together. I think it'll probably be easier to have this in different sections, like for the timestamps, but almost subsections. So let's break this down. We'll say like 5A overview. So again, this is going to almost be repeating part 2, but in more detail. Then we'll do like 5B will be, I think we want to do augments first. What are they? Oh, looks like Pablo's about to turn up. Let's move some stuff over here. Again, I don't have CatCam set up yet because I redid my kind of stream setup, but I'll probably, you can come up, Pablo. I'll move the camera so people can say hi to you if you want. So what are they? Where are they from? Okay, there is Pablo. All right. Don't lick my nose. Yeah, so we're going to say, what are they? Where are they from? Syndicates. Nightwave. PvP. I can't remember what that's called. Etc. So what are they? Where are they from? Importantly, how do they change the play style of the frame? Okay, then we're going to do 5C is builds. And we're going to have like something like best powerful meta builds, something that I'm not great at, so hopefully you guys will be able to help me with that. Then we're going to do like fun builds, probably like augment centric builds. So, you know, there is going to be certain, maybe I should move my camera over to the other side for this. Let's go. Maybe we'll just fade it out for a second. You'll be able to see it once I scroll up. There we go. So, you know, certain builds are going to, why is that not capturing my mouse? Let's check this out for a second. Capture cursor is set to on. I don't know what's going on there. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so certain builds can drastically change a frame, the way you play a frame, and others are kind of minor differences. Some are not worth using at all. Some are only worth using in certain scenarios. Like, hey, nice to see you as well. Yes, I was away on holidays, which was super great. And now I'm back and I've got some big plans coming up. So I'm doing, I'm back to doing my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night streams, doing Warframe. But I'm going to be basing them around doing guides for YouTube. So my YouTube's been going really well. The current guides that I've got on there already picking up pace and kind of moving up towards the top of their search terms, which is really nice. And now I'm going to be doing more detailed guides and spending the evenings kind of planning for those guides, recording those guides, etc. During the day, I'm going to be working on a video game, and then on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then on the Thursday and Friday, I'll probably be editing together the guide based on the footage that we've recorded in the evenings. So yeah, I'm pumped about getting that happening. And so tonight is the first night of the first week of the guide series. So I'm putting together a bit of a plan for how it's all going to come together. I was just saying, I don't know if you remember this, but we were farming for a frame a while back, doing a defense mission, and we used a frame called Mirage, who had an augment that changed the way that she played drastically, in that it made one of her abilities. It allowed you to basically turn the map into a minefield, and as people kind of came into contact with these mines that you make, they just exploded. So you could almost just stand there and let the explosions kind of do the work for you. So we're going to be talking about augment-centric builds, things like Saren builds for farming, focus on, what are those missions called? A certain type of mission, or doing like sleep builds with Equinox. That's not really an augment so much, I don't think. Anyway, so after we do the augments and the builds, we'll do some other bits and pieces. I'll talk about those in a second. But how are you going, by the way? I don't know much about Ash right now, and I got to do some maths. Just going to lurk. Thanks, mate. I haven't got any of my bots or anything turned on, so none of the commands or anything are working, but I do appreciate you lurking, and good luck with your study. Have you heard back? When are you going to hear about whether the exams are going to be on or not? Is it kind of up in the air still, or is there a time when they're going to decide whether it's happening or not? Oh, they're cancelled. Wow. What does that mean for you then? You have intervals, or internals rather. Okay. From next week. Okay. So normally that's the sort of thing I would pray about. I don't know if you mind me praying for you, or if that's something that, you don't like the sound of, but let me know. Yeah, exams are painful. Okay, well, I'll pray for you in the lead up to the exams. Hopefully they'll go well. It sounded like you did well in the exams you've done so far, so hopefully that will give you a sense of ease. I think, was it physics that you topped? That is very impressive. Especially since I'm trying to remember, were you planning to do like aeronautic engineering or aerospace engineering or something? What are you doing, Pablo? Don't jump up on that side. Go around the other side. There's no space up there. Come up here. Aeronautic engineering. Yeah, and I thought that was what you were doing. Okay. Well, good luck with your maths study, and I'll see you around at some point once I've got this all edited. So I'll be online again tomorrow night and Wednesday night. But I'm planning to put some acknowledgements in the video to say thanks to the people who helped me out with the kind of preparation. So, here, Pablo, it's taking out my whole mouse pad. Okay. Chaos. Let's get back to planning. And thanks for the lurk. Okay, so we want to talk about also playstyle and detail. So overview, augments, builds. Some of these, the order will probably change a little bit depending on the frame, I suspect. But things like signature or suggested weapons, applicable builds. For example, Harrow's headshot pistol signature. Or Atlas Tonkor, and probably, as well as the Tonkor, probably something like the Kuva Brahma. I should try that out. Frame knockdown immunity passive. Things like that. So if there's, it's probably worth mentioning the signature weapons every time if they exist, just so people are aware of them. But especially if there's something that really plays into the play style, like Harrow gets that bonus to all of his abilities for getting headshots, and the chains of Harrow can actually stop people in their tracks, so it's really easy to line up the headshots. So that, you know, is a pistol that may well be worth using. You could do a build centered around that. Or things like Atlas, who can't be knocked down when he's on the ground, completely removes the negative penalty that you have with things like the Tonkor and the Kuva Brahma that have that knockdown element to them. And then, once we've done all of that, we get back to Fashion Frame. According to some people, endgame for Warframe. And we're going to have probably some examples and some recommended items. What items, if any, are worth spending plat / real world currency on? Okay, so I think that is Pablo. I think that's everything that I've got written down in my notes from when I was away on holidays. So that's, I think, a good summary. Let's save that. So we're going to save that to where? YouTube, new folder. We'll do a new folder called guide planning. Move that into here. Nope. Move that into here. Save. Okay, perfect. So, besides what we're going to actually do, what do we need? Prep work. Write script. Obviously, the most important thing, we need to write a script for it. We need to play the frame to get a feel for it. And record examples that highlight play style we want to We want to find the best ways of acquiring the frame record examples of acquiring parts. We want to try out different builds. And you spelled different, that looks better. A small section on other characters to try if you want to focus more on certain aspects. That is a good idea. So, brief intro. Okay. What are some similar frames what some different frames i.e. if you prefer brute strength check out frame X or Y, etc. Yeah, that's a great idea. So what are some similar frames? How are they different? Yeah, if you would like more stealth, maybe try this frame and then maybe it leads into your other videos. Yeah, that's a great idea. Mention playlists / description links / suggestions, etc. Yeah, that is a great idea. Because that is win-win. That is beautiful because that is helpful for the people watching the video and helpful for me. Beautiful. Okay. So try out different builds. Record mod screens. Let's go back into here in builds. We'll also say substitute mods and low we want to talk about substitute mods for if you don't have certain things, as well as early versus late game options. So how do you make this frame work when you've only got a couple of mods? How do you make it really shine once you've got like everything and bits in between? Okay, so maybe I should move this into the different sections. Or maybe I should do this in a separate document. Let's do that. Let's go new document, prep work / recording. Okay, we need to play the frame to get a feel for it. Record that. Find the best ways of acquiring the frame. Okay, let's zoom back out again so I can fit some more text on here. Have to head off. Seems like you have cool ideas to take it easy. Yes, that would be good. We'll have to catch up in person as well sometime. That would be good. I hope you're doing well. Hey, Austin. Nice to have you back again. I was enjoying chatting to you last night and was sad that we couldn't chat for longer. So I'm glad you're back around. How are you doing today? Okay, find the best ways of acquiring the frame, record examples of acquiring parts. In case you missed it, Austin, I am putting together a plan for my Warframe Ultimate frame guide. So we've worked out the kind of structure roughly of how the guides are going to go. We're working on putting together a kind of checklist of what I need to do. And the plan is that this week we'll be looking at Ash. And in following weeks, we'll be looking at other frames. I'll probably just work in alphabetical order, although I do have plans for trying to get some people to give people the opportunity to have more direct influence on which frames I do by supporting me through Patreon or something like that. So I don't want to I don't want to be making money from people just giving me donations and things. But I thought that if I do a Patreon thing and people want to pay me a little bit of money to kind of get some say in which guides I do next, then hopefully there might be some people who think that's worth their money. Okay, so, but I've still got to sort that out. So find the best ways of acquiring the frame, record examples, try out different builds, record the mod screens. We also need to record examples of the builds in action, especially examples of what makes the build unique. Why is that not wrapping? Okay, there we go. Okay. Importantly, create builds. Potentially farm for missing mods. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better, even if you're not feeling great. Improving is better than getting worse. Okay, so we want to write and record an intro, and I also want to record intro backdrop. Probably the ability screen. So, whoops. Let's call this tasks. I'll open up Resolve because I did a bit of playing around with this earlier today while my kids were doing things. It's the last day of school holidays for my kids today. They had a pupil-free day at school today, so the teachers were getting ready. The kids were enjoying their last moments of freedom. And while they were playing Roblox, I had a go of just seeing what sort of thing I could do in the background of an intro. So I thought having, where are we? Let's go back to the start. Is this going to freak out? Yeah, it is. You can let that run and just go through a couple of times and it'll kind of get its act together. There we go. I thought something like this might be slick to show Ash in his kind of default state and then kind of have a transition that kind of transitions to like a nice example of some fashion frame. Then we can kind of have that kind of little vignette playing in the background and I can say, you know, this is Ash, he's about blah, blah, blah. And then I can, because I kind of just need like B-roll almost. Where's my mouse going? Over there. Yeah, I kind of need like B-roll or something to put behind the bits where I'm just talking so that people don't get bored. So we need the ability screen. Let's go through here. We need to investigate lore. And inspiration. Let's just say inspo. And summarize. Record lore summary. Investigate acquisition. Record examples of acquiring parts. Let's see. Okay, this is going to be a big one. Let's separate this out a little bit. We've got playstyle, write and record playstyle, voiceover, nope. We also might want to do record snippets of alternative frames. We're going to need to record augments sources. Record signature. So suggested weapons. We're going to want to create and record 2 to 3 fashion frame examples. And I think that's pretty much it. Then the editing is going to be a whole nother story, but this will give us a bit of an idea of what we're going to work on during the streams as we play on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. So let's save this one, and we'll get to the actual gameplay. Clear this up a little bit. Okay, which means, so I think we'll play the frame to get a feel for it kind of tonight, and we'll have a look at some of the builds, like try out the different builds. So that's kind of the plan for the rest of the evening. I've got this whole thing will be like, I can always download the VOD from Twitch or the stream from YouTube if I need to. I'm not recording on my machine at the moment, but for significant moments I will. Or if we go, hey, this would be a good thing to record, I'll do something like turn off the webcam and record things. But for now, we'll switch over to the game. Fix this spelling mistake actually before I do that. Just noticed a spelling mistake. We'll shrink that down. We will close DaVinci Resolve so it's not gobbling up system resources. And let's have a look at Ash. Okay, so first things first, let's have a look. We've got, I think I've got, I don't know what that is. I've got these kind of weird incomplete builds because I haven't played Ash for a while. This must be my kind of basic one, but it looks like I've got Seeking Shuriken on here because I was playing around with that at some point. So what do I want to sub in instead of that? I've got high strength, high efficiency, my duration is low, my range is regular. So duration would actually affect that probably and mean that the armor stays down for not very long. If I'm doing duration low, I probably don't care about smoke screen. I probably don't care about, I probably want to do more of a Blade Storm build. Let's have a look at the augments. I could do Teleport or Rising Storm. Blade Storm attacks increase your melee counter by 4. So that would be like a melee build. Smoke Augment, that's kind of like a teamwork type thing. And I'd probably want... See, I think I would like to try a build without any of these in particular. So let's go... How much? We got 9 to work with there. Do we want to get some more duration just so that I can have that up my sleeve? What sort of build would I do to begin with? I think either a finisher thing or a Blade Storm thing. I think I really liked the ability, like, look at the energy per mark and energy per mark when you're invisible. The invisibility only lasts 5 seconds in this. So if I can balance that out a little bit, have a bit more duration, so that I can stay stealthed, and then when I'm stealthed, mark up a bunch of people and then finish them all off. We can go, we've got heaps of strength, so maybe we can, well, we'll get rid of this first and go continuity. We've got duration, Fleeting expertise is minus duration. Transient fortitude is minus duration. Is there anything else that adds duration that I have? Augur message. Guess I can put that in. That brings it back up to 92, which gives us like 7 seconds. That's not bad. You don't actually need too much time to stay in stealth if you're just doing it to use the Blade Storm. If you're trying to stealth around everywhere, you'd probably want the duration to be longer. But if you just have a room full of enemies and you want to drop the smoke bomb, mark them all with Blade Storm, and then activate that, you probably wouldn't need more than about 7 seconds. So I reckon we try this for now. Also, it seems like the system sound is really low for Warframe. Maybe just because there's no music or something. Okay, at the moment I've got, just thematically, I've got Dread, Despair and Hate on here. I'm thinking I'll switch this out. What about we equip the Bobbers Prime, aka Baza Prime. We're going to make it match. This looks so nice. We'll leave everything else as is. And then we'll get to doing something. I still need to farm for Octavia Prime, which probably just involves doing relics and things. So I could probably collect some relics and then do like Void Storms to try to unlock the relics and get a chance of acquiring our newest shadowy friend. We've also got the Spy on Uranus. It's a funny sentence, but that one's kind of annoying. But interception, sure. Rescue. We could do this. What have we got for Nightwave? I kind of want to ease myself into playing Ash. Oh, we got a bunch of new weeklies. I forgot about that. Necromex, Silvergrove Spectre, Eximuses, Vault Bounties, Mobile Defense, killing a bunch of enemies, rare mods, melee weapons, magnetic. Okay, well, we could do this one and this one, kind of just focusing on melee and killing a bunch of things. Maybe if we just do some mobile defense missions first. Yeah. One thing that I do need to do is I've pretty much got everything that I need from the Steel Meridian Syndicate. So I should probably change this. I tend to have everything set to... Oh, what's this one? Arbiters of Hexus. Maybe I just did that because it looked cool. But I want to focus instead on Cephalon Suitor as my next kind of target. So I need to remember to set that as the active one for each of those, for each frame that I choose. You almost burned your dinosaur nuggets? Wow. Sounds like an extinction level event. Okay, let's go. We want mobile defense. Here we go. And I'm thinking if we just do some fissures. Hey, that changed underneath me. This one has some, you know, regular level enemies, so maybe I'll do that. Get a bit of a feel for it. Let's do this. And if anyone is watching and wants to join in on the fun and you play on PC, let me know. One thing I will say, one thing that is a good idea when reviewing a frame is to at least show off the default look in the beginning. Yes, I plan on doing that.
This will take a moment. Dropping reactant. Use it to
Gotta get used to this again.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Let's go get this. Ooh, Argon crystals. Where are they? Is that them? I don't know.
Working on it. Continue to defend.
Okay, light all these guys up. 24 of them. Or 24 attacks ready. And then rip them to shreds. And our energy is already back up to full. With my energy coming back this fast, why is my energy coming back so fast? Is it worth just using, like, lighting up a few things without even going into stealth? It's probably better to go into stealth. Let's go get these bits of reactants
Move on.
while I'm here.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and
Yeah, it's easy to go into invisibility mode.
upload.
There's no one else around, so we'll cancel that. Head back to the next location.
This will take a moment.
Yeah, I'm going to show the default look, the prime skin, if there is a prime, and then kind of some custom fashion frame.
That's it. You opened the relic.
I'm not sure whether I
Finish your mission and we'll
can
take
be
it.
bothered doing too much gameplay with the normal frames, just because it's fun to kind of have the other frames, but see how we go. Okay, let's get up to a high vantage point,
Continue to defend.
because presumably from a high vantage point, oops, we can mark up a bunch of people. Everyone's dying too fast. And then we just let our clones do the work. Is that a screen flash? Oh yeah, it was. Okay, that's good. We can target all those guys. Light all of them up, and these guys down here. And set our clones to work. And off they go.
Terminal hacked.
Are they still going? Yeah, look at them all jumping around up there like little crazy dudes. I need to remember to use my number 3 ability to
Defend.
move around as well.
Inteno. This will take a moment.
Oh, my hand is not cooperating very well today. Okay, next location. Beautiful. We can do the same trick again. Wow, is that really... We're getting another set of people coming in. So fade, get some height, mark people up. There's not many of them. Maybe that screen flash was just finishing off the ones that we hadn't finished off from earlier. Just brute force that guy. Ooh, look at all these guys up here. This is what I want. I want to use the fact that I have such good efficiency, and I can join in on the fight. I should do that more often as well.
Inteno. But we did it. Mission complete.
Okay, let's get out of here. I don't like playing Ash. I find him boring. What do you find boring about him? Because this is important information. I do find, like, this build that I'm doing at the moment is a little bit boring, where you kind of just set your clones to do everything. But it's not the only way of playing him, I guess. I feel like this would
Mission complete.
underwhelming.
Excellent work, Tenno.
Which frames do you think do his job better, if you know what I mean? Like, who would you play instead of Ash if you wanted to play like a ninja, I guess? Also, the person that I was playing with there was called Chewy Crispy Bacon, which just is making me hungry. Mobile defense, sure, let's actually... Do I want to do that? No. I think I'm going to leave the squad... Oh, sorry, dude. And just set this to friends only for now so that I can experiment in peace. Okay, well that's a quick look at the clones. I think I started a build at one point to do teleporting because he's got fatal teleport. Teleport will perform a finisher on the target, dealing extra damage. 50% of energy is refunded on a kill. See, especially if I had a weapon that was built to do extra finisher damage, that could be really good. Yeah, look, I've built up huge strength on here. So the finisher presumably is doing extra damage 652%, but it costs 50 energy.
Operator?
Now I've only got 150.
What are you thinking about?
So I've got really bad efficiency, really bad duration. We don't care about duration because we're just teleporting is the idea behind this one. Ivara is a big one, despite being more of a huntress. She just generally plays the stealth kill type ninja route better. Yeah, I love Ivara. Ivara is my favorite stealth frame. She's definitely my go-to, especially since you can just build her to have like endless stealth and just creep around everywhere. I should probably do a video at some point that's like battle of the stealth frames. Have like Octavia versus Ivara versus Ashe versus Loki versus... Who have I missed? I don't know. There's probably others. Okay, so I think we want... Probably... Maybe we could just offset this by... We've already got Streamline in there. We've got a lot of Umbral stuff in there, so we've got a lot of health and armor, which is probably a bit superfluous. Are we immune while we do the teleport? When you're doing a finisher, are you invulnerable? I can't remember. I feel like we could do maybe even just flow or something. We've run up against the edge of our capacity here. What about I just give this a try and see how it feels? I've also got Trickery and Ultimatum on there. They're low level arcanes, but I can sort that out at some point. Let's go something that has strong finisher damage. This is a solid one, but there's probably other hard-hitting things. What about Pennant? Definitely a fave. We've got a heavy build for here, but what about a finisher build? We'll throw Finishing Touch for extra finishing damage, plus 60% finishing damage. True Steel, I mustn't have clicked, but that's definitely a good one to have on there. We want to do big hits, so we probably want crit damage. Blood Rush we're not going to worry about because we're not going to be building up combos, but we probably want plus critical damage. I'm not saying Ashe is a bad frame. He's not. Just personally for the things I would use him for, there are just better alternatives. Yeah, I do intend to mention that in the guide. But I know there are people who like Ashe, and I think he's the first one alphabetically, so this is where I'm starting. Let's go. That gives us crit damage. That gives us crit chance. Sacrificial Steel is 160 straight off the bat, so I probably want that instead of True Steel. Instead of 120, we go 160. And then I'm probably going to want... I always forget this. So if we have both of these on there, we end up with 100 melee damage. If we just do primed pressure point, we get 150. But that goes up to 200. So if we replace this, we end up with more melee damage. So the total damages are going up there. Like the total kind of flat damage. But our crit chance goes from 96 to 83. I think I probably still want this, especially since we can pop that there and get some extra capacity. Killing Blow. I don't think that affects finished moves. I'm not sure. We probably just want some flat damage now. So things like primed Fever Strike. And we got any other primed? I can never remember. Now we're going to want some of these types of things. We've got primed Fever Strike. We probably want something like Shocking Touch. What are the other ones? Where's our other elementals? That gives us a bunch of corrosive for now. These are the guys I'm looking for. Molten Impact and so on. Let's have a look at this first. Here we go, plus critical damage. Why didn't I see that before? I thought I did. That leaves us 19. Can I just search for percent? No, that's doesn't feel right. I just feel like throwing on something else like Molten Impact or something. Why is that so low? Do I not have a higher level Molten Impact? Or any of the other plus damage mods? Seems odd, but apparently that is the case. Volcanic Edge, I've got these ones leveled up, the kind of combo ones. Do I want more status chance? Probably not really. Because I just want to finish people in one go. I can't think of a good design. A good design for what? What are you working on? Ah, some emotes. Very nice. Are you trying to work out a theme, or are you trying to work out things to put in your emotes at the moment? I could put the initial combo up higher. Initial corrupt charge, 30 initial combo and minus combo duration. If I do that, then our initial combo account starts higher. sense of creativity is very selective. Yeah, I've always wondered about that. So our crit multiplier goes up to 6 times. What if we get rid of that? That doesn't change. I think that'll give us a higher chance. Combo multiplier increases the damage of heavy attacks. It increases the damage of all attacks, doesn't it? New combos start with this many points instead of 0. I think this just means we have... Oh no, we only get that bonus if we kind of combine, like if we do Blood Rush to get the crit chance based on the combo. So that's not going to work with this kind of build. What does Gladiator do? Crit chance per combo multiplier. I reckon we just put another... something like this on. Does that heat apply only when you have the status effect on them though? Because I think that's why I probably would want one of these, plus 60% heat and plus 60% status chance, so that you get the heat or the cold or the electricity to happen more often, and when it does, it hits harder. I reckon we just go one of these and we'll level it up. What do we want? We've got corrosive already. Maybe we could do cold will slow them down. Molten impact heat. Let's just go heat for now. And we're going to modify that to give it some extra points. The weapon looks so sick. Yeah, I love Pennant. Okay, Molten Impact. Fusion. That takes it all the way up to 90. Perfect. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of these things that no longer work, but we'll sort that out later. That is a problem for future Rustkill. Okay. So, I mean, we've got some more points in here, but I can't be bothered playing with that at the moment. So let's rename this. This is going to be our finisher build. Okay, so we've got our finisher. We've got Ash set up ready to go with his teleport. I've got Bobber's Prime equipped. I don't know if you were around before when we were using that, but let's give this a try. Is it worth keeping one sacrificial mod on? I think we put one on, didn't we? Are you saying maybe we should take it off? We've got 160% critical chance compared to putting True Steel, which only has 120 critical chance. But when we tried putting on Sacrificial Pressure instead of Primed Pressure Point, this takes the critical chance up to plus 200, which is nice. It only takes the melee damage bonus to plus 100%, whereas this is 150%. So I decided to leave that on and keep the Sacrificial Steel. That's one of my reservations about doing these guides, is that I don't have everything maxed out. So I can't say, you know, this is what it's like at the absolute top end, but it is what it is. I can still provide value to the community, I think. Okay. What about we do some of these? Hang on. Was that... Stop. Was that mobile defense? Mobile defense, yes. I don't want to do standard defense because they drive me crazy. Do you want to help me farm? Yes, I need to farm Sevagoth. Absolutely. So I would love to do that. Maybe in tomorrow night's stream, I can do that. Once I kind of know what I'm doing with Ash.
Number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Your path has led here. Prove yourself, Tenno.
Prove yourself, Tenno. Later, Gators. Okay.
Terminal spotted.
Ah!
Load me and prepare for
Almost missed
defense.
it. Okay, and then we're just going to be spamming 3.
Tenno. This will take a moment.
Is the basic premise of this build. It's a bit slow, isn't it? And again, kind of boring. I mean, I guess I could just do some slicing and dicing.
Defend.
See, in that instance, I should have teleported to the guy. See, I could teleport to someone over here with a number 3, and then once I reach there, then just hit everybody else with Penance crazy damage. Okay. Ooh, what happened? Did someone steal the Pennant weapon from me then? What happened? Nope, I just must have scrolled my mouse wheel or something.
I need access to a terminal. Find one and patch me in.
Back this way.
Here is a terminal. Get me in
And get ready to defend.
I'm detecting a
Pennant should have been a melee arc, melee hybrid. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, thematically, it would have worked.
I'm in, Tenno.
Because you get it from doing Arcwing missions. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm getting dragged. Yeah, the lack of energy is really a problem for this build. And I don't have much range on Pennant. I normally like to have heaps of range on Pennant, so I can just cleave half of the map in one go.
Continue to defend.
I do love the feel of Pennant. There we go. Slash, and we can get back here, do a finisher move, although that didn't work for some reason. See, this feels a bit dry as well, I gotta say.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving.
I think because the finishers take so long to execute, pun intended, that it just feels like you're handicapping yourself when you've got a situation that has lots of enemies. Because you rarely have just a single target. I mean, I guess you could just play it. Like, not focus on your abilities very often, but if you need to move around, just execute someone. But that feels like a bit of a waste.
I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
missing having the... Ooh, sounds like we got a manic. We got a live one. Like when it's in arc melee mode, have the blade expand clockwork style. What do you mean clockwork style?
Still working on it. To defend.
Like have like gears that kind of make it extend out or something. Get back here. Is finisher speed constant across different weapons? Or does a fast weapon execute the finisher more quickly? I should look that up. Because I could build for weapon speed and do like fast finishes or something. I mean, the other thing that I could maybe look into with Ashe is he's got the aura polarity means you can put the mod in that gives you a bonus to melee damage. So I really could build him as like a melee brawler. I could try to build him like Ivara, like for endless stealth. I think finishes are different for each weapon, but not by a mile. Yeah, I think that's the feeling that I get. Okay, so maybe I should take some notes on this. Getting out my notebook. Okay, so blade. Move over, Pablo. Pablo's not very happy with me. I just stole his mouse pad area. Okay, so we can say blade storm build. Is effective, but kind of boring. We can say finisher build.
Operator, were you visualizing a
Ineffective.
Me too.
And boring. Oops. You're right, Pablo. Pablo. Sorry, I shouldn't just call your name and then not do anything. Okay. We're back. Okay, so let's work on... Next step is maybe we try like a traditional stealth build. Have we got... Here we go. I've obviously decided to work on this as well. So this has got duration up quite high. So we've got continuity. We've got message. We've also got a chord here. What's that? Shield capacity for some reason. I'm not sure why that's in there. Let's get rid of that. We can go... What's our duration like on this? 14 seconds. So we stay invisible for 14 seconds. It's a one-off drain, like it's not a constant thing. So we can kind of hit that. Does a Barza still do like no damage? It's still pretty low, I gotta say. It feels really nice. It's super accurate, it's super responsive, and it just keeps firing. Like I really like it. I think I should probably build it for, like maybe for someone like Harrow, it would be really good, where the accuracy, you could just get headshots for days and get endless energy, something like that. Like I should probably be playing it to its advantages and going for headshots and building for, like, do you get crits for getting headshots? Maybe I could build like a crit build or something. I don't know. Okay, so for this Ash, we've got efficiency's pretty high. Maybe we should try to get the efficiency higher. We've got 7 still. We could do fleeting expertise, or we want the duration. Maybe that's why I didn't put it in. Maybe we want something like adaptation. Stacks up to 19. I think we probably want some sort of survivability thing, so that if we get, maybe that's why I had the shield on there, so that if I come out of stealth in a unfortunate situation, I don't just die instantly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Because then, what did I do with that? What's it called? Augur. I mean, not usually renowned for his shields. But if we throw that on there, yeah, look, it goes exactly 7. It fits in exactly. When we spend the energy, we'll get some extra shields. And then, because theoretically we're not getting hit very much, the shield should stay up. If they take 1 hit, then that's fine. We should be able to stealth again by then. So let's give this a try. We'll go the stealth build. We'll take the pennant again, but this time we're going to change it. We could do the heavy build, which we've got on heavy attack hit plus movement speed for 15 seconds, and the pennant has its where's the explanation? Each heavy attack kill, the pennant's speed of attack increases. So it gets faster with each kill. And it's built for like heavy attack wind-up speed, etc. This one, we do actually have sacrificial steel for the critical chance, which is twice as much for heavy attacks, because we really benefit from it here. So I think the heavy attacks will be fun. So let's go try this out. So the theory is we're going to go into stealth mode, hit people with heavy attacks, and just move silently through missions.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits
you. Thank you, Ortis. Okay. Have we got any more mobile defense? Mobile defense. Here we go. Kuva Fortress. That'll be a good test. Which one do we want to take? Yes, they're all basically equal. Let's take the one that we have the most of. Which frames would you guys want a guide video for?
This is a mobile defense mission.
Because next week I'll be doing our second frame.
Be prepared for
And
heavy
there's
resistance.
like it's not set in stone yet that I'm going to be doing it alphabetically.
The Grineer deteriorate over time. That would make them violent?
Watch out. I'm detecting fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure.
Oops.
Defend yourself and use reactive to open relics. Location reached. Drop me in and
Okay, look, here come a bunch of these guys. So if we go... Number 2 stuns them.
This will take a moment.
And unlike Avara,
The enemies are dropping reactant.
I can do bullet jumps and everything.
Open that relic.
And we can do our number 3 to teleport to people, which is kind of cool.
Still working on it. Continue.
So number 2. Number 3. See, this is feeling more fun and engaging. This really fulfills the vibe of the kind of ninja. Yeah, I could do, like, I could do groupings of warframes based on playstyle.
Area completed. Move on.
Because that way I can say,
Got to find a terminal. And prepare.
you know, if you like the stealth playstyle, but you want something a little bit different, you could do Avara instead of Ash. And I do love Avara. See you, dude.
Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend.
Okay, we can do 3,
I'm in, Tenno.
2,
This take a moment.
and then start slicing and dicing.
Hey dreamers, we are up and ready to party.
Seems like you have to be pretty precise with the number 3 ability. You can't just spam it
Still working on it.
in the general direction,
Defend.
which is unfortunate. But I'm certainly not taking much damage here.
Relic.
Partly that's because we're doing a mobile defense mission, so... Oop. As I was going to say, we're doing a mobile defense mission, which means the enemies are focusing on the target instead of us. Obviously, they were focusing on the target a bit too much. I guess that's a downside of Ash. I guess in that sort of situation, using his 4th ability would probably be quite helpful, because you could kind of clear the room more easily. Let's try that again.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I bring
Loki is another one that's kind of a stealth frame that I really am not
I can't do this
quite
alone.
sure the best way of playing him.
Detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? A fissure. Defend yourself and use it to open relics. Here is a terminal. Get me and get ready to defend.
Okay,
I'm in.
teleport,
This will
stealth,
take a moment.
kill. Uh-oh. Oh no! I lost right at the very start. I probably just need to stay in the one area and let them come to me. But I guess because I'm invisible, they would stand at a distance and just shoot the target. Let's try it one more time. I'm spending too much time thinking about other things and not enough time actually focusing on the mission. No, you can join if you want. Absolutely. I'll send you an invite.
This is a mobile defense mission. You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations.
Once you get in,
Be prepared for heavy
or feel free to just join.
I can't do this without you.
The Grineer have no honor.
I figure I'll
Void fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you
if I'm going to record something in particular, like if things just happen on the stream that are going to be useful for the guide, then I'll use them. But if I find a situation where I think, hey, I should record this, then I'll probably turn off my webcam and start recording. But having other people in the mission is something that happens all the time in Warframe, so that's great to include. And I think on the first night of each week, like on the Monday night, I'll probably be spending some time just figuring out how the frame plays and kind of taking some notes. And then on subsequent nights, like the Tuesday and Wednesday nights, will probably be when I do most of the recording. Like I'll work out, okay, this is what Ash is about. I'll need to show some, examples of where he works really well, some examples of where he struggles.
still working on it? Continue to
And I guess it'll be like first night we might have some things where, like, I've been working on the different builds. If I go, oh, there's something we really need out of this build, like for this build to work, then I can use the Monday night to kind of try to farm the mod or work out a good build. And then once we've got the builds on the Tuesday and Wednesday night,
That's it.
I'll probably do most of the recording then.
Finish your mission.
That's the rough plan. This is the first week of this new plan, so still figuring it out.
Area completed. Move on.
Oh man, Pennant is such a fun weapon. One of the many weapons in Warframe that just feels really nice to use. Just that slow wind up and then the big hits.
Location reached.
Where are we? Down
Drop
here.
in and defend our position. Heads up. A Grineer assault team is headed your way.
Okay, teleport.
I'm in.
Target obscured.
Take a moment.
Ah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Still
I mean, this build is working really well as far as the staying hidden and not getting damaged goes. So it gets a tick for that, I suppose. Ah! I fell down a hole. Okay, I'm just going to jump out into space so that I can respawn back in here.
terminal hacked. Keep moving.
Where I always get lost in here. I don't do these missions enough to have become familiar with the layout of the Kuva Fortress. Like, what was that?
Terminal spotted.
Just some weird
Upload
aerial thing.
Prepare to defend.
Ow, ow, ow. There we go. Escaped for now, except for that bubble.
This will take a moment.
If I'm a bit more deliberate with the teleporting, it works pretty well. Oh, that was fun, chopping that guy down mid-flight. Oh,
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
so far I haven't been having many energy problems. I've been able to use the smoke bomb consistently when it was required. Oops. I think I'll need to make sure that I remember to do it whenever I can, though. Like whenever I come out of stealth,
Just Tenno, but we did it.
I'll want to make sure they go back into stealth, because otherwise I'll get killed easily, I imagine. Take that, little ball. I shouldn't have killed that ball. I mean, it's just how it rolls, I suppose. Just open these while we're here. Let's go for the sliver.
With honor.
How many have I got? 36 owned. I should cash in my slivers.
You want to hit those high notes? You gotta mean it.
Okay, so that definitely felt a lot more fun. You have 150,000 Kuva, but Guandao ribbons are so costly. Maybe we should do the sorties and see if we get lucky. Or maybe we should cash in some ribbon slithers. I'm gonna go do that. Where's that? It's like Earth at the Iron Wake, right? I think that's where you have to go.
Resistance crushed. Troops begin optimizing the local workforce.
Whee. Is this the right place? I haven't been here for a very long time, and I can't remember where I'm supposed to go. Is it in here? Is this who I talk to? Yes. Okay. Purchase. Pistol ribbon mod. Okay. Wukong is quite powerful. I mean, even just his first ability of letting you have the helper is wild. It's just like an automatic turret that follows you around. Okay, so you're here as well. Okay. Let me know when you are finished and we will head back out. Got a melee ribbon. Nice. Maybe it's a Guandao. How do we get out of here? Do we just do like leave? Leave Iron Wake. Okay, let's have a look here. What ribbons do I actually have? No Guandao. So we'll try to get one. Have I got any ribbons that are still hidden or whatever it's called? Veiled? My pistol, I need to get 10 enemies with headshots while sliding. That's not so bad.
Is your mod collection in?
Yeah,
No,
the
I am not equipped.
4 lives and everything. You're right. Is amazing. Okay, so let's see what we've got for. Did you want to do the sorties? I should equip the pistol ribbon mod just so I can slide and kill people with headshots while I am doing other things. Upgrade is what I want to do. Ribbon mod in there. Sorties or Kuva. Okay, let's go. Feel like the Bobbers Prime is going to be invaluable for this challenge. Sorties it is. Let's switch this to public so it'll go more smoothly. And we got to rescue up first. Did you join? I thought I might have started that without you. I thought you were still in the squad. Let me check.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Oh, there we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. So we'll go invisible. Now I want to do slide headshots. Maybe the Bobbers Prime is not a good choice for this. Let's go help our friend here. Hey, that's a cool fashion frame. Uh-oh. Innovation, no. Hopefully you'll be able to join us again. I think I probably need to have a weapon that does bigger hits, so that I can get that kill with the headshot. With this, by the time I get the kill, I've finished sliding. Probably need to get a I forget what they're called. The other Chinese themed Warframe. Man, people are leaving all over the place.
This is the jail. Our hostage is in one of these cells.
Let's try the one at the back first. Neja is who I'm thinking of. What is going on here? There we go. Nope, not you. Missed it. Oh no, it's getting worse. Okay, we're good, we're good.
You've located the hostage.
Stun those guys and get out of here.
Take care of the rest.
And just hope that the hostage doesn't die. Are we locked down or something? Or I just need to take this little shortcut? Yeah, we're locked down. There we go. That went more smoothly. I'm guessing since I haven't heard anything from Innovation, his laptop died. Maybe by the time this other person gets to the exit, Innovation will have gotten back, but it's not looking likely. Sorry, Innovation.
Has been liberated. You will be rewarded for this, Tenno.
Okay, maybe if I get a big hitter, like a Vectus or something. Let's go. Have we got our... I think the next mission is energy reduction, so we can go for our Batgirl. Where is she? Hildren. Yeah, I figured you got kicked. Did your computer crash or something? Yeah, it does bring back memories. I was hoping you might get in before we finished, but it didn't seem to work. I'm happy to run it again, though. Let's do Leave Squad. And we'll go... I think Vectus is my biggest hitter. We want this to just hit really hard. Fire rate, probably don't care about. Speed trigger, also don't care about. I just want big hits, heavy caliber. Damage minus accuracy. I want accuracy though.
Operator,
Let's put cryo rounds on.
Me too.
And then that gives us an extra 4. We'll just put something small on there. Like what? Critical chance. That sounds good. I've already got it on there. Plus zoom, no. Plus 2 compensation, no. Magazine warp. Prime rounds. Let's do that. More cold. Okay. You're gonna speed run them? Okay. I'll race you. I'm gonna make this look... Whoa, that's black. Too black. Look at that color on there. Hang on, let's... Is that secondary? No. Tertiary. Why is that so black? It's too black.
An unexpected color combination, operator. My sensors are...
What's that, like Vanta black or something? I think is that the name of it? Maybe I should make that gold, actually. Let's have a look at that again. It's probably screaming out for some gold color. Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay. So shiny.
Tenno, the balance of power continues to shift.
Alrighty.
The region is marked with new invasions.
What's this? Interception. Okay. Pablo has jumped off the desk, so I now actually have room for my mouse again. Okay, where are we? Let's head up this way. The roof was not what I was intending to do. Oh, I saw Old Man Fat Cat, the pet there, and I thought it was like the actual person, Old Man Fat Cat. I was very excited for a second.
Tower captured. Beginning street now.
Let's head to D. Sounds like someone's back over there.
We are in total control. Keep
I think I probably, especially for getting the sorties done. Oh, where's A? A is over the other side. Especially for getting the sorties done, I won't particularly focus on getting the... Maybe I should zoom in while I do this. Oh, come on. Was that a slide kill? I don't know. Oh, I don't think I've got... I don't even have on this loadout the... What's it called? The Riven equipped. So that was silly of me. Man, these guys are getting destroyed over there. Hey, this is a good spot. I can see the other point over there. You just chill out over here. I should probably try to be helpful though. Oh, I missed. Oh dear. Oh, my aim. Oh dear, okay. Let's just do some Hildren action. No, Fat Cat. There will be no conflict. I can see that I've got some teammates here, so I can just fly around and crowd control the enemies. That was my theory anyway. Crazy range. Yeah. That shows my skill as a sniper. Just accuracy over intense ranges. I'm really just I'm getting carried. Let's be real. Hey, hello there on YouTube, Mum. Thanks for dropping by. Love you too. How's things?
We cannot allow the to learn of our espionage. Eliminate the enemy personnel.
I talked to Jesse on the phone last night, which was nice. Uh-oh, Fat Cat again. Okay, let's get Fat Cat quickly. Ooh. Tell you what, that person's in a spot of bother over there. Look at this. Oh, they fell down. What?
I have detected another message incoming. Capture and decode the signal.
Okay, let's head over here. Should get some people coming down this corridor, I think. That'll be our first vector of attack. Looks like there's people over at C.
This tower is...
Let's head there and help. Look at that melee weapon. That is cool. Oh yeah, time to get hit by the pennant. Should I go help out at A? Can do some... Overwatch assistance. Oh, great Overwatch. Didn't even see these guys running past. Get back here. See, when you get tired like this and you just want to do something simple like use a heavy hitting melee weapon, the pennant is a great option. Especially good for when your energy starts to flag. Okay. This time we saw those guys as they were coming out. Ooh. Action over at this point. Curse you, Grenier. Your giant head protection from behind. Uh-oh, puppies. Oh, hello. Do we get everyone in here? Almost done with round one. Yeah. So, takes such a long time.
Transference still holding.
I mean, there's 3 people in this squad, and it still feels like it's taking forever. Uh-oh. Conflict. Oh. We're at 92% though, almost done. Oh, here's trouble. There's some better headshots. Getting my mojo back. That was not so good.
Clear the area.
Oh dear. Someone else got him. It's all good. We got a couple more over the other side. Is that everyone? Are we done? I think we're done. Let's see what we can find over here.
All who pass through my
Only Oblivion.
pay the tax. You are no exception, my little ad.
What's the time? 20 past 11, which means we got about 10 minutes until my normal finish time. So I need to finish the sortie in 10 minutes. Let's switch back to Ash. And 30%. Rip. And we're going to switch to the Vectus, but make it red, I guess. I could go a shotgun, just get up close and try to get the headshots that way. But it's going to be hard to get headshots while sliding. Oh, look at that red. I think I'm going to change that to gold though. I might go... we'll just go the bright Easter gold.
Strange.
I think we're going to change
Of those photonic wavelengths.
this to red though. I think that would look cool. I think it's one of these reds here in Valentine. No, that doesn't look right. What about Halloween? No, it's probably just like a classic saturated, like something like this. That'll do. Get distracted by fashion. It's true, I always get distracted by fashion frame. You know me too well. Okay. Yeah, the guide videos are going to be like an hour long and 40 minutes of that is just going to be fashion frame at the end of the video. Okay. And have I got... Yeah, so I've got that equipped. Oh, spy. Ugh. Okay, fine. Fine.
Masters, submit for mercy.
This shouldn't be too bad. It's just the ones in like the Uranus spy missions are really just fiddly, like that underwater one.
You are here to
Ugh.
infiltrate data vaults and retrieve highly sensitive enemy information.
Ready for this? Surprise! Oh. They were not surprised. I think I got a headshot then, and it didn't kill them. I should probably just try to complete this Riven challenge on a low-level mission. Okay, let's go up the ramp.
You are surrounded by Grineer Marines. Tenno, be
You're surrounded by
increased
Grineer
security.
Marines.
The enemy would
Okay, here we
rather
go.
destroy their data than let it get into our hands. The target
I should have just
console-
brought Avara.
If you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Okay, let's try this.
You've triggered the alarms.
Seriously.
This data mission will be a complete failure.
Oops.
Data integrity verified.
Okay, one done.
Successful.
Stealth mode. And he's gone. Just like that. Wonder if you can headshot the little rolly ball things. Hey, shiny! Well, we tried a teleportation build, and it was a little bit boring and somewhat ineffective in the mission that we were working on. So far, I've found that the most fun that I've had with Ash has been like a stealth-oriented build, where I just stay in stealth most of the time.
You're nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
At the moment, I'm just trying to, rude. I totally missed that guy then. Oh no, I died. Rip. I should go into stealth mode and then do... I'm getting distracted again. Let's get out of here. Into the water. You're stuck in the mission. That doesn't sound good. Do I need to shoot in there? There we go. I always forget how this works. There's something down there that I need to shoot. Is this the right way? I feel like it's down here. Maybe I just need to go up. Is this right? Ah. It's been a long time since I've done these. Is there a thing there that I need to avoid? I feel like if I go through there, I'm going to be in trouble. Ooh. Uh-oh. There's got to be something I can shoot to get rid of this, right? I don't recall. Maybe I can go down here. That's where I came from. Do I need to blow things up in here? And then it'll open. Go away from point B. There's a secrecy room. Is it what? Are you trying to slow me down? You fiend. Hello. Oh, that's where I came in. Ramp up, Mr. Laser. Really? It looks like there's a laser. Oh no, it looks like the laser finishes about... Oh, it's moving. It's a moving laser. Okay. There we go. And then do the doors move? The doors move. Is that another laser? Thought there was a laser over there. Smoke grenade. I feel like there's a better way of doing that, but I haven't done these missions for so long. Okay. So far so good. Thanks, Shiny. Surprise! Okay. Forget those guys. I don't have any energy. Ooh, that sounded like an I-10 star. Sounded like an I-10. Haha, okay. The other way is to just follow the pipe. That's probably the way that I used to do it. I probably just took a wrong turn. I don't know which one's... Oop. I don't know which one's easier. For some reason, those lasers are really hard to see. Okay, normally I do this with Avara, so I probably want to... So I just go straight through the lasers. I probably want to go under the first one. And then to the second one, I can probably just run straight through. Nope. I've triggered the alarms. Yeah. That's not going in the video guide. Don't mind me.
Got it. The data is still intact. Everything we came for.
I've had such a shocker, like, skill-wise in this mission. I'm missing all my headshots. I'm messing up all of the puzzles. I've died once already. I've gone the wrong direction. Stare at the data. Okay, we got an Orokin reactor blueprint. So, not a melee ribbon, but we finished at about 11:30. So we're basically on time. And I feel like we've got a good feel for Ash. I've taken some notes. I should write about this stealth. You're so close. Maybe you're on the last vault. I feel like you're going to get a legendary core though. I've got a good feeling about it. Okay, stealth build. More fun. That's the only note I'm putting down so far. How do we go with night? I think we finished maybe Oh yeah, look at that Nightwave rank up. So we're at 28.
With the impossible behind you.
All that remains is what is necessary. What is that? Okay. So these I'll finish off fairly easily. We'll get that done. How I didn't pick up any rare mods tonight, I don't know. I guess we did spend a bunch of time writing out the guide at the start. But so tomorrow night, let's exit this. Yeah. Let's go back to our notepad for some riveting viewing experience. I'm trying to find like a nice cinematic thing here, even though we're about to switch. Let's see. Notepad. Okay. So here we go. All around here, we've got what we need to do. So tomorrow night and Wednesday night, we'll work on actually recording some stuff. So we'll need to get some examples of some kind of stealthy play. And for the builds, we want to do some examples of like doing a finisher build. Yeah, it's VS Code, sure, but like it's my notepad of choice. Mr. Finicky. Okay, so we can do some examples of things like doing teleporting behind people to kill them, running around in stealth mode. We didn't do, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do a build that was based around armor stripping. So we should probably try that as well, like putting the augment on that strips armor. So we can try to record some of that stuff tomorrow and show the mod screens. We can record that. We can probably work together on writing both the intro, so doing some more work onto this, and then also we need to research the lore. Maybe we'll research the lore tomorrow night as well. We need to summarize that, record that. I don't know. I'll have to check about the signature weapons. Ash has probably got signature weapons. I don't know. And then maybe on Wednesday night we can do some stuff to do with the acquisition, because I think you get Ash now through doing Railjack. Is that right? They changed that, didn't they, with the latest update, rather than Mannix? And then we can work on this sort of stuff. I might work on some of the scripting of this off stream. I don't know. We'll see how we go. And then fashion frame. So far, I've got one fashion frame that I like. If you guys have any Ash fashion that you like, let me know, because that would be helpful. I can record some of those. And then yeah, we'll see how we go. So the main thing tomorrow night, we want to research the lore. We want to record some summary of like his base play style and some of the different builds. Signature for Ash Prime was Vectus Prime. That's what we were using. Coincidence? Yes. We were just using the Vectus, not the Vectus Prime though. Carrier or Worm. Okay. Do they tie into Ash in any particular way? I'll check that out. We can have a look at that tomorrow. It's time for me to wrap up for the evening. And then after this week, you got 50,000 creds. Oh well, better than nothing, I guess. Once we've kind of got through this week, we can work out what worked and what didn't in the kind of recording process. It'll be a bit of a slower week. I think Gara might have been the first thing where signature weapons got bonuses. Okay. Yeah, so we spent a bit of time at the start of the stream just putting together our plan for both the structure of the guide videos and also writing down the prep work that we need to do. We'll flesh this out maybe over the next couple of weeks to work out like maybe put a thing like night 1 do this, night 2 do this, night 3 do this, or whatever. And again, hit up the Discord, which is probably down in the about section of the Twitch thing. And if anybody happens to be watching on YouTube or watches this on YouTube later, there'll probably be a link somewhere. You'll find it. You guys are smart people. But go into Discord, give me suggestions, both for how I can make the videos better, which frames you want me to look at in the future, and anything else that you can think of. Fashion frame, throw that in there. All that good stuff. But for now, I'm going to finish up for the evening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for those stars. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Maybe it got censored or something. I don't know. Yep, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to anyone who's lurking. I'll see you all again 9 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, you're probably not allowed to post links. Or Australian Eastern Daylight Time. I don't know. I started 2 hours and 40 minutes ago, so same time tomorrow night. Yeah, I don't have any of the bot stuff turned on, sorry Shiny. But until tomorrow night, look after yourselves, look after each other. God bless, good night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.